who can keep on EA Sports. Taken out. And a good eye of the 30-yard line. So here they'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick, Lance.
I read something he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you, you know. Great job. QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, and a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
Brandon, 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 53 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side taken in by Amari Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Sermon now on 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off of play action, here's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On play action, Lance. Rolling to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Oh, that's a tough one for a quarterback because on a bootleg, you turn your back to the defense natural and you lose sight of the defenders for just a split second, and then surprise, in this case, someone's right in his grill.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. But let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Here's Sermon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And this is not something they want to see. George Kittle, such an important piece to the puzzle, is still down here. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Lance now to throw. Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. Caden Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this out to the 25. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He finds Watson. It's caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Curtis Weaver able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. 1st and 10. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lance to throw it. Steps away to his left. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Throwing now is Lance. Hard throw, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On 1st down, Jones. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The give is to Jones. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers over the middle, and that's caught by Rodgers. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Shotgun now for Lance. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys are out in front as we get you back going, Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Rodgers now on the jet sweep. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of to gain it, but in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Lance now on first down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Trey Lance of the 49ers set to go back on offense here. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them. What moves?
2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's Taylor on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This is Jones. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A give to Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you hand it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And some room to work. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Lance. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Lance being chased out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance forced out to his left. And he nearly got the 1st himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.